Hello, my name is Kiriath, and we've got an update to the leaked release schedule that we talked about earlier in the day. So this is from Wargaming Dave, who found it on Facebook and has brought it to my attention, and to Valrak and Alexis as well. So I'm sure that there will be other places to find this news as well momentarily. So a lot of the stuff is similar to the picture that we saw before. So the image is showing the different things that we can expect in November, December. But Wargaming Dave found something that has not just a lot of the same stuff, but also more stuff and prices and actual dates, which makes this considerably more interesting. I mean, this is now two lists that seem to be the same, and, well, not quite the same, mostly the same. There are some notable extra things in this particular list. So a lot of it is the same, and a lot of it confirms what we saw in the previous list. So we can see the different battle forces. We can see the fact we've got the Chaos Space Marine one, you've got Drukhari, Blood Angels, Space Wolves, Tau, Tyranids, all that stuff. We can also see that Mephiston is also on this list at $40, and 7th of December is when it'll be released. The only thing that's a bit weird to me is that December is shortened to DIC instead of DEC. I don't know whether that's like a thing in a different language or whether that's just a typo that has been repeated across the whole lot. I'd imagine just doing a copy-paste job or something like that. Either way, a lot of this stuff does seem to be the same, but there are extra things on here. I mean, I'll link you to the actual tweet itself so you can see these images, and of course they'll be cycling across the screen as well as we go. But there's a few things that are standing out to me that I do not remember seeing on the previous list. So one of them, quite a few of them are the 23rd of November. It looks like there's going to be a Witch Hunter Inquisitor with Power Sword, Inferno Pistol, Plasma Pistol. And there's going to be a Demon Hunter Inquisitor with a Grimoire, and there's going to be 2 Demon Hosts. And it looks like the Assassins are being repackaged as well based off this. So you can see the Vindicator, the Calidus, Eversaur, and Calexis. I always get that wrong. Also there too. Now I'm assuming for those it is a repackage, it's not anything particularly, brand new. But I am interested in the Witch Hunter and Demon Hunter Inquisitors as to whether those are repackaging or whether those are new. I wouldn't like to call it either way. There's also Imperial Confessor Kirinov, which, again, I don't think I recognise, and in fact I'm just going to very quickly have a search. No, there is nothing like that on the Games Workshop web store, which I thought was the case, but I thought it was worth a check, just on the off chance I just hadn't seen it. It looks like we actually have full-on release dates and we have prices for a lot of this stuff. So the Witch Hunter stuff, the Inquisitor stuff, seems to be $25 each. So the Demon Hosts. To be honest, the Demon Hosts, this could be Black Fortress stuff, thinking about it, as opposed to standard 40k. It could probably be Black Fortress instead. There was mention of Black Fortress stuff in the other list that we saw, so it could just be that they are separated out into different things. It's another confirmation for Psychic Awakening Blood of Baal off this list as well, assuming that both of these are legit, which, I mean, we now have 2 of these with a little variation, but not a huge amount, and a lot of it does line up. A lot of it does seem to be consistent across the whole bunch. It's just this one has got more stuff on it. Now, I did think some of the stuff that's on here could well be, some of the extra stuff is possibly Black Library things, because there are a lot of extra things on here. So yeah, that seems like it could account for some of this extra bulk in this list. But the Inquisitor stuff is interesting. It's definitely interesting, and it was not in the other one. I'm kind of going back and forth between the two, as you can see, just to do a comparison. And looking at the other list, no mention of Inquisitors in there. So it'd be interesting to see what those turn out to be. Whether those Assassins are repackages, which I'm assuming they are, and whether those Inquisitors are new or whether they are just kind of taken from other things and given their own boxes. But as I say, there's some extra stuff in there. A lot of the stuff that we saw in the previous list, I'm taking as kind of not exactly confirmation, but we now have 2 lists that show the same thing, and the release dates look to be pretty on par. I mean, what have we got? Yeah, so we've got stuff from the 2nd of November, which of course is a Saturday, because Games Workshop does the pre-orders on a Saturday, and everything else follows on from there. So the 2nd, then the 9th, and the 16th, 23rd, 29th, 7th, 14th. Yeah, it pretty much lines up. It lines up pretty well. So there you go. I'm gonna leave it there, because a lot of it would be just repeating what we said before. But there is some extra stuff in there if you want to take a look through, do a bit of comparison yourself, just so you know that I'm not just making shit up, and I have in fact read it off this. So yeah, take a look yourself, see what you think, and in theories about the Inquisitors and stuff, leave them in the comments down below. I mean, it could just be repackaging, or it could be something more significant. At that price, I'm leaning towards repackaging of some kind, or stuff that is available in other systems being brought to individual boxes or something like that. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Same applies as last time. Click all the things if you want: video, subscribe, Patreon, all that shit. And if you would like to click the affiliate link in the description, then you can. Easy. Done. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Toodaloo.